Hello everyone, welcome to KK's Art Studio, and today we are going to be drawing Elphaba from Wicked. It's going to be an easy step-by-step, so come join us. Alright everyone, let's get started with Elphaba from Wicked. Let's take out whatever we're drawing with and let's start with Elphaba. So what we're going to do is we're going to do part of her hat first, just because it's connected to her head. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a curve like a bowl, like the bottom of a bowl. Just made like a curve, and then I left space on top for her hat and some space on the sides. From here we could draw her head. So what we're gonna do is for her head we're gonna do like a circle. So I'm gonna make a curve to go around. And before I continue the circle, what I did want to do is draw her chin. So just right in the middle of the paper, I come down. I'm just gonna make something that looks like the letter U. And I'm going to connect it to where we're making the head. And then I'm just going to continue making that circle from this point and connect it to the other side of her hat. And with circles, I find it easy to turn the paper as I draw. It just helps me. But there we have the outline of her head and her chin. And then from here, we could draw the details of her face. So what we could do is I'm gonna do a curve that goes and connects to the side of her head. This is part of her hair, but I just wanna draw it first. Do the same thing on the left side. And then from here, what we could do is we could draw her eyes. So for her eyes, I'm just gonna draw a big circle towards the right and then one on the left, leaving a little bit of space in the middle. So there we have our eyes. They're like medium-sized circles. I try to make them the same size, but what we're gonna do is we could draw the details inside of her eyes. So towards the top and towards the left, I'm gonna curve my paper just a little bit, and I'm gonna make something that looks like as if I was drawing a circle. And it kind of looks like an eyeball looking up to the left. We're gonna do that same design on the left side. Those are not her eyes, but they look like her eyes. But we could do the details of her eyes, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna make curves, leaving a little bit of space on the sides. Curves as if I was gonna make an oval or a circle, and it touches the top, and if I was to continue, it would continue right under here, and I'll curve it down. I'll do that same design on the left side. And then inside, what we're gonna do is right in the middle, we're gonna draw an oval, just not passing through this circle. So it's gonna be connected to the circle. Just like that, same thing on the left side. Those are the details of her eyes. And once we color it in, it's gonna look super awesome. We're gonna draw her eyelashes, and it's gonna look like mascara as well. So from the corner or the side of this eye, I'm gonna make a curve that copies her eye, and it's just gonna be a thin curve. As I get down to the side, I'm gonna drop down, go to a point. This point, return back to the eye and just kind of trace the side of the eye and just connect it. It's gonna be like mascara or her eyelashes, and we'll do the same design on the left side. Just like that. And then from here, we could continue with the rest of her face. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do her nose, and right in between her eyes at the bottom, I'm gonna make a line that's a diagonal line that goes to the left, and then from this point at the bottom, a horizontal line. Super easy for her nose. Then we'll continue and we'll do a smile. So right in between her eyes and her nose, I'm gonna make a curve like a smile. And at the corner of this mouth, I'm just gonna make something that looks like a frown, but it's just a little detail to her smile. Then we could continue, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna do her body. So right beside her chin, we're gonna make two really small diagonal lines, or vertical lines, I'm sorry. This is her neck. And then we're gonna do her dress and her outfit and her body. And what I'm gonna do is, we're gonna come down from her body, and I'm just gonna draw a horizontal line. This horizontal line ends right where her head ends as well. From here, what we're gonna do is, from her neck, we're just gonna draw a curve that goes down to this horizontal line. Same thing on the left side. And that's the cape of her dress, right? So what we can do is we can continue and we could do her body. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in from her cape, and I'm just gonna make a curve that goes in and then back out down towards the paper. It's like her waist and then down. And then we'll do the same thing on the left side, just like that. And then from here, we could draw her arms, and then we could continue with the rest of her cape right after that, just because her arms are inside. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy the same curve as her body. And at the end, I'm gonna come out just a little bit. Wow. From here, I'm gonna draw a diagonal line that connects to her dress. And for her hand, just to make it super simple, we're gonna make a curve that looks like the letter J. And then return back with like a curve. That's her hand, super simple, no fingers. Then we could do her left arm. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a diagonal line that comes out, another one right above it, leaving space just like we did to make an arm. And then we could draw the cuff sleeve like this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 2 diagonal lines on each side and 1 horizontal line to close it. So what I wanted to do was to switch to a pencil for her staff. Just because there's a lot of details. She has like vines and thorns on it. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna make 2 long vertical lines that go up. So I'm gonna come right past her sleeve, come down, and I'm just gonna make a vertical line that comes up like this. And I'll copy this same line on the left, just leaving space in between. This is the stick of her staff. And then what we could do is we could do all the vines. Let's do her hand first. So what we're gonna do is this same curve, we're just gonna make a curve to the staff. And for her hand, we're just gonna make a curve like a backward C. So that looks like her hand and it's holding it. I'm just gonna make it a little wider. So there's her hand and it's around the staff. She's holding the staff. Now we can make all the vines, and what we're gonna do is I'm gonna make a curve that goes all the way to the top, and it's gonna be squiggly. So I'm just gonna make it, I'm gonna curve it. I'm gonna come back up like this. Kind of looks like the letter S. And I'm gonna copy that same design, just making it like 3D. At the top of her staff, she has like hooks that come out. So from the vertical line, I'm gonna make a curve like a hook. And then from this point, I'm gonna return back down. Just like that, it looks like a hook or a claw. And then the middle one is just like a curve that goes up to a point, and we're gonna copy that same curve, returning back. Last one is gonna be the same as the left, just facing the left. This one faced the right, and now it's gonna face the left. Just like that. And then we could continue with the vines and just connect it like this so it looks like it's all together. So now what we could do is, with our pencil, we could erase the middle, the lines that pass through the vines. So like the vertical lines like right here, and the vertical lines right here. And that's pretty much it. That's really why we needed the pencil, just so we know what we're gonna do with the marker. So now we could outline our stuff. There we go, look how cool that looks. I'm sure you guys did amazing too. Hopefully you guys are finding it fun. Please like and subscribe. Then we could continue with her staff, and what we're gonna do is, to close this off, we're gonna make a horizontal line, make 2 vertical lines that are short on each side, another horizontal line, and then the broom part, we're just gonna make a diagonal line that goes to the bottom of the paper. And then we'll do the same on the right side, but we're just gonna touch it to her dress, and we could imagine that it's behind her dress. Then all the little details we could do when we color it in. There we have our staff. What we could continue with are her ears. So right next to her eyes, if we come over, I'm gonna make a curve that looks like a backward C on the right, and on the left, it looks like a regular C. And the details for her ear is from the side of her head, we're gonna make a line that comes out, and a curve that kind of looks like the letter J. And then for the left ear, it's just gonna be a backwards J. There we have her ears. We could continue, and what we're gonna do now is her hair. So it's gonna be super pretty. We're gonna do her long black hair and her braid. So we're gonna copy the same curve as her head and just connect it to her ear. This is gonna be her hair. We could do the same thing on the left side. And then from here, we could do her braid. So for her braid, we could do curves that look like the letter C, but backwards. So you see that looks like the letter C, but backwards. And then from this point, I'm gonna do another one. Now I'm just gonna continue all the way down to like where her dress is. Right here on the last curve that I made, I'm gonna make a little vertical line. And then I'm gonna make one more, leaving some space. And this is gonna be like her hair tie. So I'm gonna close it off with horizontal lines. And then for the bottom of her braid, we're gonna make a curve that comes out into a point and then copy that same thing to connect to the point. There we have her braid. We could just add a line like that to connect her hair. For this side, for the left side, I'm just gonna make a curve that goes like this up to her head, just so you can see that that's her hair as well. And I'll do a little curve, just so it looks like that's part of her hair too, and it all goes to one side. Super easy, hopefully. And then we'll continue, and the last thing we have is her witch's hat, which is gonna be awesome. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna make a curve to connect these 2 points. That's part of her hat. And then what we could do is, from this point, or from the point where they connect, we can make a curve that looks like an oval that goes out, and it's gonna connect to her hair. And we'll do that same design on the left side. And now we could do the top of her hat. There we have like the brim and like the front part of her hat, and let's do the top. So what we're gonna do is, on the top of this part of her hat, we're gonna make a vertical line, a little long. And then on the right side, we're gonna make a diagonal one that stops at the same height. From here, we could draw one horizontal line that connects these 2 points. And then we could continue with the top of her hat. So we're gonna extend this vertical line and go up to a point. From here, I'm gonna make a diagonal line that goes down to the left a little bit. And then I'm gonna make a curve that goes to a point right on top. So look, I made a curve like this to a point. And it stops almost at the same height that this one is. It doesn't go past. So from this point, I'm gonna make a curve that connects to this horizontal line that we made. And there we have our hat. And there we have Elphaba from Wicked, and she looks wicked awesome. So guys, let's color her in. This is gonna be the fun part. Let's grab whatever markers, whatever crayons, whatever color pencils we have, and let's do the fun part. Stay tuned for the final results. All right, everyone, and here we have Elphaba from Wicked. She looks wicked rad and wicked awesome and wicked cool. But I wanted to show you guys in her hair, I use like lighter brown details. I also did her hair a brown because everything's black, you know, and I wanted some things to pop. So I used a dark brown. I used lighter browns in the staff in certain areas. In the top of her forehead, I used a darker green just so it looks like there's a shadow from her hat, just little details. The inside layers of like her hat or her cape, I used the dark gray instead of black, just so it pops more. And guys, I didn't show you the cape part. That's like the best part. But all I did was I just made a curve that went down, and then a curve from this corner. I didn't go through the staff, but I just went down again, and then I did that a dark gray too because it's like the inside layers. But hopefully you guys found this fun, and hopefully you guys found it easy. Please stay tuned for more cool Wicked drawings or just more holiday drawings because it's Christmas time. So hopefully you guys found fun. Please give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.